we are going to explore something called compound inequalities, which are two inequalities put together. So remember, an inequality is a statement that is not equal, like x is greater than 4 or y is less than 3. Less than, greater than, these are inequalities. Now there are two kinds. We are going to focus today on and inequalities. They're called and inequalities because they are true if both inequalities are true. So you would read them with the word and, like x is less than 3 and x is greater than 7, right? It has to be both. Although that one that I just said, I don't think that would work. It doesn't matter. So what we do, and we're just going to focus on graphing here at first. We're going to put them on the number line just the way we always have, but we only shade where the graphs overlap. And I'll show you what that means right now. So for example A, we have x is greater than -3 and x is less than or equal to 5. So the first thing you want to do is put the numbers on the number line in order. So -3 comes before 5. Now some people might ask you to put the 0 in the middle, just to have a marker. I don't really care. If you can get the two numbers in order, that's good enough. Now we have to remember the types of circles that we use. And if it helps you remember, an open circle goes with these two symbols, and a closed circle goes with these two, right? These little screaming people, the yelling people. So just remember these sets of symbols. So x is greater than -3, that uses an open circle. And x is less than or equal to 5, that uses a closed circle. And if you think about it, just kind of plan, greater than -3 will go this way, less than or equal to 5 would go this way. And so these two inequalities overlap between the two numbers right here. So that is where the shading happens, just between them, right? Not on either side. And these arrows up top, you don't need them. They're not part of the solution, but they are helpful if you want to show your work. So I'll leave them up there for now, but they are not part of the answer. The answer is everything that fits, right here on the line. Okay, next one. We've got x is greater than or equal to 3 and x is greater than 6. Put my 3 here, the 6 here. And again, just to kind of plan ahead, the 3 will go greater than, so that's to the right. Greater than 6 is also to the right. So here, the overlap is actually above the 6. Right? They don't overlap in between. They don't overlap to the left. They both overlap to the right. So we actually ignore the 3 completely. Just put the circle on the 6 and shade to the right. Okay, so their overlap areas is just to the right-hand side. Okay, example C. X is less than -4. -4 on there. And x is greater than 2. Okay, let's think about that. Less than -4 would go left. Less than. Greater than 2 would go right. Okay, so these two actually do not overlap. So there is no place to shade. So here we have no solution. There's no shading. Can't do it. They don't overlap. Okay, the last kind you'll see is where they're all written together like this. This is always an and inequality. So if you see it look like that, you know it's and, you know you're looking for an overlap. And I'll tell you one more, when x is in the middle like this, it's always just in the middle of the two numbers. So we got -1 here on the left, we got 8 on the right. Get the circles right, they both have open circles here. So we have open circle, and X is just between, so just shade in between. So when they look like this, it is always shaded between or in the middle. There you have it, right? So you're just shade where they overlap. Okay, so make sure you plan ahead, you kind of look at where each inequality goes and shade the overlapping area.